Here we go. Oh, man, I love the game. Let me go. A nigga from Houston, Texas, right to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 33-year-old dentist out here getting to a nice bag and living well. I recently had one of my ex-bitches from college find me on TikTok. This was a bad bitch I had for a hot minute back in the day as a broke-ass fly nigga in college. A bitch quickly dismissed me after a local tycoon drug dealing nigga put on a team. Now all these years passed and a bitch is living in New York married to a retired no-name NFL nigga. The bitch tells me she was flying in for a conference and wanted to have lunch with a nigga. We had lunch, and I could tell a bitch was extra excited and wanted to fuck. Lunch was great. The bitch invited me to her room to smoke. In the room, I smoked a blunt with a bitch. The bitch went in the bathroom and came out in her panties, looking close to what the bitch had looked like back in the day. I wanted to fuck, but I stayed calm and I completely disappointed the bitch by telling her my bad. I gotta go. And you married. And I can't fuck a married bitch. Then a bitch broke down crying, talking about how she's getting divorced and how her and her husband is really separated. I hugged the bitch. And I told the bitch I always loved her and it was going to be all right, but I don't fuck with married bitches. And the bitch snapped and told me to get the fuck out. I left, but then the next day the bitch called and apologized. And she tells me she's determined to rekindle shit with me and her husband is getting a divorce. What are your thoughts on this, BossMack? I hope you guys like that saga shit there. What we have is a nigga who had a bitch in college. It was a bad bitch who shitted on him. And now, years later, she's seen a light and would like to rekindle. And she's currently married to a nigga. And she tried to throw some pussy and was disappointed. And that is a beautiful thing, man. Many niggas could not do that right there. And I want to applaud a nigga for disappointing a bitch right there. I applaud that. Now, personally, if I had, and I have had bitches do that, I'm getting a divorce. I've had bitches get married to a nigga because of me firing her. I fired a bitch, and a bitch got married. And then realized she was a dumb bitch for marrying a nigga and then divorced a nigga and then came back to a nigga. That has happened to the BossMack in his life. You understand me? But anyway, what was I going with this? Oh, yeah. A bitch, yes, will divorce a nigga, but hey, I will not encourage that shit. I would tell a bitch, hey, I am not encouraging that. If anything, I would encourage y'all to strengthen y'all relationship. Maybe y'all need some counseling or some shit. All of my conversation will be work y'all shit out. Find a way to make it work. And, that's my advice. I'm not telling you to divorce a nigga. I will be clear. I'll be like, bitch, it's in writing. I encourage you not to divorce that nigga. And then if a bitch divorced a nigga and came back through, I will fuck with her. I'll be like, okay, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't encourage you to go get a divorce, bitch. I didn't tell you to do that shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And whenever, and you know, it's good. Hey, man, I'm always an advocate of never fucking with married bitches. Shout out to, for that $sign TN Mute. TN Majestic, $sign TN Majestic. I appreciate that. Uncle Sensi. Florida is that Florida tapping in? What's up with it? Real King, what's up with it? I appreciate that. I appreciate that $9.99, $10, man. Every motherfucking dime count, and I promise to deliver a high quality game every single time. I promise not to let niggas down. Get me to 50 likes right here while I'm talking right now, man. But let me say this, man. You know, I give bitches credit for seeing the light, bro. You know, a lot of times niggas be like, a bitch shitted on me back in the day. She shitted on me. I gotta get her back because she shitted on me. You deserve to be shitted on. You was a broke fly nigga back in the day. She saw that. She saw that you was a nigga who lived in the dorm, who had some fly clothes, and you was broke. You know what I'm saying? You really, I mean, you know what I'm saying? She got other niggas over here choosing, other niggas over here tight, mother niggas with paper. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hypergamy or whatever the fuck they call that shit. Hey, man, bitches got, hey, man. And then you kept working on yourself. You kept working on yourself, which is what I always tell niggas. Just keep working on yourself, making yourself great. Making yourself a great motherfucker. Just keep being the greatest motherfucker. Bitches is over there watching. She over there going, oh, shit. That nigga making progress. You don't even know the bitch watching. The bitch over there watching. Damn, a bitch married. A bitch married. Shout out to that $1.99 from Santa Rosa. 707. Clear, concise, impractical. I appreciate that $1.99. I need all of that. I appreciate that. 100. Man, listen, keep working on your. Hey, man, listen, man. I always say, man, you know, hey, man. If my shit was flimsy and fucked up, and a bitch looked at me and seen that my shit was flimsy and fucked up and made a different choice, I can't knock a bitch for that, bro. I gotta keep it a buck and just be like, okay, bitch, I get it. It's a better deal over there. You know what I'm saying? But you keep working on yourself, you keep sharp, you keep getting better and better, and the bitch look over there and go, oh, shit, that nigga's, woo, he's stepping his game up. Let a bitch fall in. A bitch gotta fall in line now. You feel me? A bitch going through. Say, I like to see bitches go through them emotional contortions like that. Go from. She thought she was gonna give you some pussy, and you was gonna just do a backflip for the pussy. You know, you straight arm a bitch, and then you see some different emotions out of bitch. You see different emotions out of bitch because that manipulation didn't work. And then when you resist them emotions, that onslaught of... So look at a bitch shooting emotions at you. She done shot sexual emotions at you. You block that. Then a bitch shoots mad emotions at you. You block that. Then a bitch shoot the please forgive me, nigga, emotions at you. You block that shit. And then after all that shit, you say, bitch, I still fuck with you, bitch.